tipper, and also a semi-truck loading area as well. So there's a lot of weird stuff in the ground that we got to deal with.
This generation, they look for these engaging experiences. And that's what experience learning is all about. The starting point is engaging them in scholarship. And it really gives our students a more, I'll say, invested opportunity, not just with the university, but with the surrounding Knoxville
A lot of engineering
community.
problems in college are, here's the givens, here's what we want from those givens, and how do you solve that problem? With this project, and I'm sure many other projects in that initiative as well, the givens aren't clear, the solution isn't clear. All that stuff is sort of gray and white as opposed to black and white.
So one specific obstacle on Central Avenue is that we're trying to make it more safe for pedestrians. One of the issues is that when you're working with a city street, you can't go around the infrastructure. On a homework problem that might work, but in the real world, you don't get to take somebody's house out because you decided you want to put a sidewalk through their yard.
So the overall purpose of our project was to create a destination site. For a trailhead, what we did was design a parking lot and our restroom right here. But I think the key was to attract people and not necessarily just build what seems like just a parking lot and a bathroom. It's the overall design of a year's worth of senior design projects.
The objective of our project was to create a trailhead for the city of Athens and for their Rails to Trails project. This included a restroom facility and a parking lot. And we also designed sidewalks for part of their urban trail for pedestrian safety.
One challenging aspect of the design was the porous asphalt that was requested by the city of Athens. We'd never really experienced anything like porous asphalt. We didn't know what the infiltration rate was, so we had to do some research on that. And what we found out was that it's very specific per batch of asphalt. There's not really any general infiltration or runoff rates. So we had to deal with that as a technical challenge.
The most challenging aspect that I faced was taking all the different engineering fields that went into this project and combining them into something that I worked on specifically, which is the grading plan. It needed a lot of information from different fields such as drainage requirements and a soil design from our waters team, as well as a lot of traffic data from our transportation team, and as well as the bathroom size and location from our structures team. So implementing them all together was a very challenging aspect for me.
Probably the most positive outcome that that Austin Fessmeyer probably has gained from this is he has several workable designs for his trailhead. He has a workable design for the parking lot, which is the main focus of the whole project, and then he also has a very workable design for a restroom if they ever decide to build it. But probably the most positive outcome is that he has gained a lot of networking with the young engineers, so that way that in the future, whoever's still around in the Tennessee area, that we know that Athens is a very serious town when it comes to this kind of stuff, and they're always trying to achieve. So we know they're a good client to work for, and that wherever we work for, if our superiors want some of our candid advice, we can say that yes, they are good. They're good to work with, and that they'll treat you right.
Taking the client as the city of Athens, what this new trailhead does is it generates a tourist attraction almost. There's this trail, you have the facilities to go there. There shouldn't be any trouble when you're there as far as parking or capacity, anything like that. So really it just gets more people visiting the area, and it's just good for the city in general.
The project was is a nice reminder of how much I don't know, which I think we all need now and then. And it also helped to fill in those gaps, to push me to learn new things and to explore things that I might not have on my own. And I don't know if I have more.
I'd say the most beneficial thing I've gotten out of this is learning from other people who have strengths in areas where I have weaknesses. For instance, CAD has been one of my weaknesses for a while, and I was able to become better at at that through working with others this semester.
Jake, could you provide a comment or two that you would like to share to a future civil engineering student who is entering into the senior design course?
Okay, so senior design you may hear is, really difficult, or, like it's going to be terrible. That's not always the case. This class, this is where you'll learn some of your biggest lessons in your college career. You get to do hands-on projects, and you might hit some speed bumps or think you're like stuck on something, but just kind of do your research and you'll get through it. It's not bad.
Jeff, can you provide any comments that you'd like to share to somebody who would consider becoming a community partner for the senior design course?
I think it's beneficial to be a part of this senior design course because you get a bunch of engineers that are beginning their careers, and they have a lot of really good ideas, and they're energetic, and you're going to get as much effort as you can out of them.
Big Orange, big ideas.